Good morning, Priya. Time to get some wood in the fire. Oh, there's still quite a bit in from last night. It's exciting. One of the first things I do in the morning on the homestead is load up the boiler here in the winter. It's supposed to be minus 30 at nights this week, which is really cold, and that gives us a few challenges here on the homestead with animals and a few other things. So let's go check out the animals here. It's gonna be a beautiful day here. Blue skies. It's 7:30 right now. It's a bit windy, so we're off to feed the animals and get them all fed up. And then we have to head off to the feed store as well. We're getting low on rabbit food and chicken food, so we need to go stock up on that. Good morning, Stella! So you probably noticed right now, we have no goats in our pen here today. We had a bit of a mishap this week. One day it was like, or one evening it was like minus 30 out. And we had fed all the goats in the evening. Everybody's doing fine. Then we came up the next day and one baby goat, actually in the evening, one of the baby goats we had in the barn wasn't doing so well, probably hypothermic, so Kristen took her inside and tried to get her back up to temperature, and we lost the poor little goatie. So, and she was even in the barn with other goats with hay and straw on the floor. So it's kind of sad to lose a nice little goat. She was a nice looking goat. And then the next day we came out to feed the goats out here, and we had a little buckling die as well. And even though they're all cuddled together with hay in the pens and straw on the floor to keep them warm, it's still too cold. So what we decided to do was move all our goats into the barn so it's warmer for them there. Loaded the floors up with straw, and that should keep them going for the next week while it's cold at nighttime. So let's go take a look. Good morning, goaties. It's kind of hard to see. I'll close the door here so there's no draft in there because it's pretty chilly. There we go. It's Taco. Here we go. We got some goaties down here. We got Luna, Misty, Viola, and a little baby goatie, not sure what his name is. And we got the rabbits in here with Thor and Snowy. So we've got them all in here with their straw on the ground. A little loud in here with everybody. And last night what we did as well, we built another pen in here for these goats here so that they can stay warm inside while it's cold. So it's quite the zoo in here. Everybody's yelling for their breakfast, so we need to get them their hay. Chickens are happy away feeding there. And our new rabbit cages, which I'll show you guys in a different video because they're pretty awesome. So we brought all the rabbits inside here as well from the outside pens. But here we go, everybody's all happy here. So that's one of the struggles we have here on the homestead when it gets really cold. Usually they're fine outside, but these cold snaps have been really take one out and then just plug it in and then put it back in again. So yeah, sorry. So some of the struggles we have here on the homestead are when it's really cold, some of the animals suffer a wee bit, just in the way that it gets really cold, but usually they're pretty good. But those cold snaps really hit them a bit harder, so we're trying to do our best to keep them a bit warmer. Especially when one night is really warm, the next day, let's see, it was minus 30 one night, the next day was like 2 degrees. So those extreme temperatures plays a hard roll on the animals because they can't get accumulated too well because it's cold snap, warm, cold snap, warm, and so they don't get used to the cold weather. So hopefully this week with the cold weather they get used to the cooler temperatures, and just being in the barn is going to help them out a little bit more. So we do what we can to help our animals around here. Chickens here though, we just left them out here. For all the rabbit cages here, we emptied out. Our chicken brooder room here, it needs to be heated, so we bought a nice oil heater the other day for all our little chickies in here. It's toasty warm in here. I kind of wanted to stay in here now since it's so cold out. But we need to water our little chickies up today. They're out of water. We usually water in the morning and night if they need it. We got little baby chickens here, so adorable. We're just growing them all out for spring. So we have eggs to hatch. There we go. So we're back with some water there, chickies. And there we go. We'll go back out and we'll get the chores started for the morning. One of the other things we have here too are heated water buckets. So that keeps the water thawed out so the animals have water all the time. In our chicken water, there's a big heater in there as well. I just plugged in. I usually plug it in while doing morning chores. And the cows, they have their heated water as well. And these guys have their buckets down here. They're pretty funny. They keep yelling at me all morning until I feed them hay. But there we go. So I'll get the chores started, and then hopefully it'll be a beautiful day out there. As you can see, usually the sun rises up over there. Alright, it's been cold here. I think last night I was supposed to get down to minus 40. Got a jar of water. Let's see how well this works today. And it just goes into nothing. Pretty cool. Alright, one other thing too about having the animals in the barn, it keeps the barn warmer too with all the body heat. So it helps out quite a bit. Even walking today, I've noticed a huge difference in temperature. That it's usually cooler in the barn, but with the animals here it's quite a bit warmer, which is awesome. So that's going to help them out a lot more. So there we go guys, just want to show you some of the ways to keep your animals warmer in the winter and some of the challenges we've had this week. Hopefully we don't lose any more animals because it's really hard when you lose them, but that's part of farming and homesteading. Is with some animals they don't always make it, but we do our best to make sure that they have the best life they can and raise them so that they can live as long as they can. So thanks for watching guys. Hope you have a great day and stay warm out there, and let me know what you guys are doing on your homestead farm this week. We'll see you out there.